Okay, so hi everybody. We're now on another video on college algebra, and we will be talking about our last video about the factoring by grouping. So remember, factoring by grouping is by using this formula. You can check out the first video about how we discussed what are the colors for and then such. Okay, so for this last video on factoring by grouping, we're going to tackle now examples number 8 to 10. Okay, so let's have example 8 here. So example 8 says x cubed plus 3x squared minus 9x minus 27. Okay, so what are we going to do? First off, let's group this first two terms, shall we? So we have x cubed plus 3x squared. Let's put that in one grouping. And since the minus sign is common to both of this third and fourth term, we have a minus sign here, we have a minus sign here. So we can get that out. We have a minus. And then what is left? We have 9x. And since we have taken out the minus sign in this part, this is going to become plus 27. Okay, and then we will now find the common monomial factors in both of these groupings. So again, recall x cubed is x times x times x squared is x times x, and we can see that the common is 2x's, which is equal to x squared. So therefore, our common monomial factor in this group is x squared. So what is left after taking out x squared? So we have another x here in the first term, which we did not cancel. So the what is left in the x cubed is just x. You can check it out in the laws of exponents. So x cubed divided by x squared is just x, and then here x, the whole x squared is being taken out, but we have some coefficient which is left, so we have 3. Okay, so how about for the second grouping? So we can see that 9, okay, 9, both of them are multiples of 9, shall we say. So 27 is actually 3 times 9. Okay, so we can see the common factors, which is 9. So if we're going to take 9 there, so it's going to become, since we already took the minus sign, so it's going to be minus 9. Okay, minus 9. And then we're going to copy what is left. So if we're going to get the 9 here, so what we have left is x. If we're going to get the 9 here, so we have 3, which is left, so plus 3. And I think from here you can see where we can apply the factoring by grouping. So in this part, we have an x plus 3 here, and we have an x plus 3 here. So therefore, our common, common factor, okay, our group factor is x plus 3. And then copying the rest which are not copied. So if we're going to take the x plus 3 here, what is left on this term is x squared. If we're going to take the x plus 3 here, what is left in this term? Minus 9. And that can be the answer. Why is it Sir Can? Because notice again, we will need to recall the difference of two squares here. So try to recall your difference of two squares. So if we have a squared minus b squared, this is equal of saying a plus b times a minus b. So since we have an a squared in the form of of x squared, and we have a b squared which is in the form of 9, which is equal to 3 squared, which is a square, a perfect square, that is a 9, and then we have a minus sign in between. We can furthermore simplify this if you would want. That is, it will become x plus 3. Let me fix that x plus 3. This is the first grouping. We did not do anything about it. And then we have x plus 3 and then x minus 3. Okay, this is taken from this part here, x squared minus 9. And then notice we have two x plus 3's, okay, in this final answer. So we have this one and this one. If you want, you can, playing with this, you can simplify even further if you would really want. Actually, this can be the last answer, but if you would want, so we can say x plus 3 quantity squared times x minus 3. And I think I'll end here in this number, only in this number. Okay. Okay, that's for number 8. Okay, that's for number 8. Let's go to number 9 now. Okay, so for number 9, say for example, we have 4x squared minus 5x squared minus x plus 5. Okay, so let's look at the common factors for the first two terms. So for the first two terms, the common factor is x squared, x squared. Okay, so x squared. Anyways, sorry, I copied wrongly from the given example. My bad. Okay, let me do that again. Okay, this is embarrassing. Okay, so let's 4x squared minus x cubed minus 16x plus 4. Okay, so I'm just excited to finish this video right now. Okay, so I looked at the rest of the terms in number 10, which is wrong, of course. Now, let's take a look at the first two terms. So they are both, they are both can be factored by x squared. Anyways, there's some error here. This should be 4x cubed. We do that again. And this should be x squared. So there's a lot of errors in this video. Let me fix this. Let me fix this. Please bear with me, everybody. 4x cubed minus x squared. So we're going to look at the common terms again. So the common terms are x squared. So remember, this is x times x times x. X squared is just x times x, so which is x squared. So therefore, the common is x squared. So let's put that out, x squared. And then we're going to write whatever is left here. So if we're going to get the x squared here, what is left is 4x minus 1. How about on this side? Okay, how about on this side? So we can see that we can take the minus sign out, okay, as a common factor. We're going to take the minus sign. So if we're going to do this as a minus sign, this can be rewritten as minus 4 times minus 1, minus 4 times minus 1. So we're going to take the minus 1 out of there, leaving us to put a minus 4 in the original part. So if we're going to have minus 4 as our common factor, okay, minus 4. So what is left with our numbers? So 16 divided by 4 is 4x. And then if we're going to take the 4 here, what is left is, as you can see, minus 1. And then I hope you see the magic here. So we both have 4x minus 1 and 4x minus 1. So take them out. 4x minus 1. And then copy what is being left here. So we took out the 4x minus 1. What is left is x squared. Here we also took the 4x minus 1. What is left is x minus 4. And this can be the answer. Again, why did I say can be the answer? Because again, we can see here the difference of two squares if you really want to write that. So let's recall that we have something called the difference of two squares. And it says a squared minus b squared is equal to a plus b times a minus b. Okay, now let's do that here. Let's apply that here. So if we do, this will become 4x minus 1 times x squared of x squared is x, plus square root of 4 is 2, plus 2, x minus 2. And yeah, this can also be the answer. But if you really want the most simplified, so this must be the answer for number 9. For number 10, the last number at last for number 10. So the question is x cubed minus 5x squared minus x plus 5. Okay, so what are we going to do? We're going to group first the first two terms, x cubed minus 5x squared, put that in a parenthesis, and then we're going to group also the other parts. Just try to recall that 5 can be written as minus 5 times minus 1. So if we'll do that, we're going to take the minus, the negative sign from the 5, and it will be like, since the common term is minus, so we're going to put minus there. And what is left? Minus x, so that the first term will become positive. Minus x, we took out the minus sign, so what we have is, it must become minus 5x. Or just minus 5. Okay, so this is our second step, x cubed minus 5x squared minus quantity of x minus 5. So we'll get the common monomial factor for each of them. Again, this x cubed can be written as x times x times x. This x squared can be written as x times x, which is just, their common factor is x and x, so we have x squared. Let's take that out, x squared. And then what is left? Again, x cubed divided by x squared is just x. So minus 5x squared divided by x squared is minus 5. And then, clearly here, we can see that there is an x minus 5, which is just sitting there and waiting for us to be noticed. So we can see that in the groupings, we both have x minus 5, so we can take that x minus 5 out. Maybe I'll use the blue pen because green is like painful in the eye. So we have x minus 5. What is left? We have x squared and then minus what? Okay, don't forget that there's a minus 1 over here. So that will be x squared minus 1. So we have x minus 5 and x squared minus 1. Okay, that can be the answer. Again, can be the answer, sir. Again, recall the difference of two squares over here. Let's try to recall the difference of two squares. The difference of two squares. Let's not make that as a raised dot. Let's make that as a real dot. And then it says that if a squared minus b squared, then a plus b times a minus b. And we can apply it here. So this is our a squared. This is our b squared. Don't forget that 1 is a perfect square, okay? 1 is equal to 1 times 1. So the square root of 1 is 1. Unless it's negative, so that is imaginary. So if we do that, this can be written as, or rewritten as, x minus 5 times the quantity of x plus 1 and x minus 1. And that will be the answer for our number 10. Again, by commutativity, you can always change the order of these groupings. Okay, change the order of these groupings. Yeah, so that's it. Thank you very much. We have done 3 videos for the, factoring by grouping alone. So thank you very much for staying with me in this set of videos. I hope that you really watch and enjoyed to learn mathematics here. I would really appreciate that. And yeah, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe to my channel. Okay, so I will see you soon. Thank you and goodbye.